Nickelbot Talowa, Jamaica has over 70 Olympic medals in track and field. How can this small Caribbean island outpace the world so easily? This vexing question plagues the games every 4 years. We don't come to run, we come to rule. Is it the culture?
Jamaica is such a unique country. 3 million of us, and we produce this unique ecosystem to produce world-class athletes like no other country in the world relative to our side. Why is that? Because we have started with our youngsters from primary school, prep school, right up through champs at high school level, right up to the gold medal status at the Olympics and the World Championships.
Is it in the genes? A scientific study done by the University of the West Indies in 2008 revealed that 70% of Jamaicans carry the ACTN3 speed gene, which boosts fast-twitch muscle fibers, giving our athletes a natural edge. Could it be the unique Jamaican fashion, choices of long nails and hair extensions?
Every superhero has a superhero costume. And if you look at Shelly-Ann Frazer, the hair, that's her signature. It's iconic to her. And even Shericka with her pom-pom, their puffs, that's iconic to her. So I feel like being expressive is innate for Jamaicans. We have to have something that sets us apart from the usual, from the other competitors. And we do that through nails, through hair, through makeup, something. We're Jamaicans. We just love the bashment.
It's rubbish, but they are willing to sacrifice performance for style. It's their thing, so I don't say anything. The good thing about it is that everybody is doing it, so they all have the same disadvantage. So, if you want to run with your hair slowing you down, and your nails adding off, putting on ounces and ounces on your weight, and so it's okay because everybody else is doing it.
Like our globally influential music industry, track and field is one of the main routes out of poverty for youths born in the ghetto. It's the natural spirit of Jamaica, with a quixotic mix of hunger, focus, and a relentless drive to win that creates success.
You follow how persons from humble beginnings have been able to make much of themselves from the sport. It kind of shows that there's an avenue for world stage performances, and it's all embedded in us as Jamaicans. So, I think it's the heartbeat of Jamaica.
What Jamaica has to offer that I would say the United States does not have is the good coaches. We have excellent coaches, and it is about the spirit, what I call stick-to-ivity, and the focus of our coaches that makes the difference in how well our athletes perform.
The world-renowned Stephen Francis, or Franno, is a one-time business accountant, now turned track and field coaching maestro.
Stephen Francis has contributed tremendously to the development of track and field in Jamaica, and for that he was honored by the Jamaican government when he was given a national honor.
What they say about him now, somebody came on TV recently, called him an ass. Other people say he's the GOAT. He's the greatest, so it varies. A lot of people don't know, but Franno is a very bright guy who also achieved quite a bit in his classroom. He was a scholarship recipient to the University of Michigan Business School for his MBA. And it is thought to be one of the better, if not the best, business school in the United States. And to compound matters, he finished his MBA program in the top 3% in his class. So he's a bright guy. He was hounded or attempted recruited by over 100 companies on Wall Street coming out of University of Michigan. but he chose, and he has he's a specialist in data, statistics. You know, so he is kind of like a really bright guy who has chosen to do coaching.
Who's your favorite Jamaican coach?
Actually, it's Stephen Francis, Franno as they call him. He's the number one.
Why?
Well, we're at the championship. We're seeing his work. He's not only dealing with the youngsters, but I've witnessed the comeback of some senior athletes who today, after years of being on the out, he has recuperated them, and they're making it to the Olympics. So he's my number one.
He nurture no names to start.
He knows how to make the magic works. He's poised on making the best out of what he has, especially non-known athletes to be known athletes.
Franno researches voraciously. It's maybe the one in every 200, 300,000 people who you will see who every time you see them in their downtime, they're actually reading something. You will see them with a little capsule and what's in it are books.
I subscribe to about 10, could be 10 journals. About half of them are bi-monthly, the other half are monthly.
What kind of journals?
Those are mostly sports science, or sports medicine, or sports therapy.
The critical scientific foundation of the Franno framework is time, technology, and data, all linked by an exquisite observation, monitoring, and feedback loop that guides the athlete to unmatched excellence.
The sport of track and field is the world's only, I would say, 100% sport.
What is that?
Which means that the vast majority of your training preparation is done at 100%. You know, so you're more susceptible to breaking down, to injuries. But so it's important to measure to see progress. You also require technology to help you pass barriers. You know, the human body is such that the human body adapts very quickly to stresses. So whenever you get an athlete and you train, that athlete will get better, but almost the next time, the same thing will make no difference. Because the body has adapted to such a way that the same thing is not going to improve anymore. And even if you change that thing, pretty soon it becomes immune to that particular thing totally, regardless of volume or intensity. So you have to find different ways and new stimulus to help to trick the body into thinking that, oh, this is something new.
Franno focuses on nurturing the right mindset inside a strict set of processes and procedures to maximize the chance of success on the field. It is all about mind and matter.
My thing is that it's as long as the athlete understands that whatever they do, whatever sport they play, it's process driven. you focus on the process and not the end result. You know, if you can end up being consistent like that, then you will perform very well. Whether or not you do yoga for 20 minutes or you listen to some guru speaking or whatever. At the end of the day, what is going to make you great as an athlete of any type is your ability to focus on the process. Well, again, the society, the media, culturally, people are bred to focus on things that they can't control. So, as I said before, winning a race is not entirely in your control. All you can do is do what you do. There are 7 other lanes or 7 other competitors who you are depending on to do worse than you. So, my thing is to get the athletes to focus on what they can do. Focus on what you are able to do. And that should be the source of your pleasure, right? If it happens that what you can do is not good enough to be the best, then you need to come and you work harder to try and see if you can get your best to the point where it's better than everybody else's. Because people must lose. Your ability to win in the future depends on your ability to ignore the losses of the past. Right? So as soon as you get a loss, you have to begin to prepare for the future. And a crucial part of doing that is to understand that you can't change the past.
One of the things that people sometimes think is that to be a superstar athlete as a senior, you had to be a superstar athlete in prep or primary school, a superstar at boys and girls champs. Stephen Francis felt that you could be a superstar even if you were not a star in high school. And in fact, maybe being a star in high school could have been a disadvantage to some extent. And so he set out to prove that athletes with a certain level of talent and dedication to training and believing in his system could really make the difference. So Stephen Francis was able to take athletes who were not stars and make them stars. Fortunately for us, he is also able to take athletes who are really good in high school and make them even better stars as well.
Asafa Powell, who never won a race in champs, revolutionized sprinting by breaking the 10-second barrier 97 times in the 100-meter race. Brigitte Foster-Hylton, a trailblazing hurdler, made history as Jamaica's first world champion in the 100-meter hurdles, overcoming numerous injury setbacks faced throughout her career. Shelly-Ann Frazer Price, who began as a young, unfocused athlete, often late for practice, became the first woman to win the Olympic 100-meter gold medals in 3 separate games. In Franno's camp for the 2024 Olympics, we have the monastic Kishane Thompson.
Yeah, I hope it was interesting because I'm really a boring guy.
Yeah.
The Bajan princess, Sada Williams, who hails from Barbados but came in search of the Jamaican training genius.
Well, I've become a lot more disciplined than I was in my first year. I was super lazy, and I'm still lazy, just not as lazy. But I've become a bit more disciplined and I guess more goal-oriented being under him. And I think he genuinely wants me to... Sorry. I think he genuinely wants me to be like one of the best in the world at what I do. I'm so sorry. Hold on. No, it's a little bit. It's hard to speak. This massage, because we train so hard, so it's like a form of recovery. It's like a form of recovery so that we be able to perform at our best.
And the militant Shericka Jackson, who was always too focused to talk to us, but we captured her determination on camera.
I know you're tired, but make that one. You know exactly what you're supposed to do in your fatigue. Last piece, man. Come on. No matter how tired it is, you have to put everything in the same way. Push the bed, push back your foot into the pedal. Long pull first.
And so it is. We have a magnificent team representing Jamaica, including hurdlers, sprinters, long jumpers, high jumpers, and long distance runners. These athletes all start their training day before dawn, arriving at 5 a.m. for warm-ups and training most rigorously from 6 to 9 a.m. on most days of the week, meeting several times a day for weight training and physiotherapy. Their phenomenal commitment leaves no room for anything else. Being consumed by the desire to win creates singularity of purpose. They support each other through highs and lows, all for one and one for all. And we Jamaicans at home and abroad stand behind them, cheering on with unwavering pride.
You know what's most important about our athletes? It's not winning a gold medal, a silver medal, or a bronze medal, but they qualify to get to the Olympics. Just imagine how many of our athletes, dozens, and 60 of them going to the Olympics out of 7 billion people in this world.
Who is on track to bring us to glory? The team is ready. The team is steady. Tia, Shericka, Kishane, Stephanie, Tajay, and Genevieve are fully prepared and trained in the Franno system. What happens next is up to Almighty God. Will He shine His light on us in 2024 as in the past? Run, Jamaica, run. Run, Jamaica, run. Run, Jamaica, run. To glory be the gold.
Stay tuned for the full documentary.